important point you people should be aware. Whatever we discussed, API views, all these things are internally implemented by using mixins only. That's why functionality wise, power wise, both the things are always the same. There is no much difference between these two things. Remember that functionality wise both are same. Either you can choose API views or you can choose mixins. So just why you covered both approaches, right? Okay, so just for your syntax familiarity, beyond that nothing, sir. Once we are using view classes, we are not required to use mixins. Remember that. Okay, now if you observe our APIs, if you observe that the Django rest framework.org, if you see this one, okay, now sir, here list the API view I'm taking. Why this documentation is always a bit slower? Maybe yes, here this much time it is taking. List the API view. Have you observed? If I can see list the API view, if I can see, can you please have a look once? This list API view is implemented by using list model mixing and the API view. Are you in the position to understand, right? So that's why, so what this mixin is doing, sir, this class is also having the same power. Okay, so just we can implement by using by using mixin also. Okay, that's what, for that I explained the concept, sir. It doesn't mean, okay, so both are having some different functionality, no, same functionality only. Clear? Chanarade, are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, now so next thing, now the next thing what we have to discuss, what we require to discuss is, sir, in the last sessions we covered about the API views. We covered about the API views very clearly, sir. I hope you may aware clearly about API views. Regarding that, sir, can you just observe a bit carefully, sir? How many views, how many concrete API view classes we covered? Concrete API view classes we discussed, sir. Anyone, can you please tell? Sir, I forgot the names. Yes, friends. How many concrete API view classes are there? Can you please spell out? What the first one? Anyway, very general basic class is API view. Next and after that, list API view, list API view. Next, create API view, create API view. Next, detail or retrieve API view, retrieve API view. Next, update API view, update API view. Next, sir, destroy API view, Next, next one, what the next one? List create API view. Okay, list create API view, retrieve update API view, retrieve destroy API view, retrieve destroy API view. Next, retrieve update destroy API view. Okay, that's all. These are the view classes we discussed. Just simply by using that, happily we can go far. We can implement the API views. Sir, now the next terminology, what we require to discuss, right? What we have to discuss, what we should. Sir, even mixins also we cover. How many mixins we discussed, sir? Sir, for every operation one mixin. For every operation one mixin. List model mixin. List model mixin. Okay. What the next one, sir? Create model mixin. Create model mixin. Next, after create, what the next one? Retrieve model mixin. Next, update model mixin. Update model mixin. The last ones are destroy model mixin. That's all. These are the mixin classes, whatever we covered. Sir, up to that, not required to keep any explanation, right? Sir, now the next one, I want to implement a small demo application for the viewsets. Remember this one, sir. Demo application for viewsets, for viewsets based on the model. based on model. Sir, do you know API views already there, but why we should go for viewset? Can you please tell any positive things about the viewset? I want to listen from you people. Any positive things about viewset? Yes, viewsets are very speed way, very fast way to develop APIs. Some basic CRUD operations if you want to implement, then immediately our hand should go for viewsets only, because viewsets are very easy to develop API, to develop view classes, right? Okay, next we are not required to configure URLs. Automatically default router is going to take care. Most of the business logic will be performed internally automatically. That's what you people should aware, sir. So now let me go for a complete brand new application. I mean new application, so that you people can feel more comfortable, right? Okay, sir, what is my application is just have a look once, sir. I want to go for here just rest AP apps OT. Sir, now py manage.py. Sir, here let me create one new application completely. Okay, here this is the application 8 REST API apps OT like I'm taking, sir. OT like, sir, can you please spell out what is the application I have to take? C3 already completed, sir. Now let me go for C4 like, sir. Now Django admin. Sir, can you please tell what those start project? Sir, now with the rest C4 like this I'm taking, sir. With the rest C4. Now CD, okay, with the rest C4, like this I'm taking. Now py manage.py runs, start the app, okay, test the app, okay, start app, test the app, like this I'm taking, sir. Test the app like, okay. Now here just take very special care about this terminology, right? Let me go for this application. Let me talk about this application, sir. Okay, all these things are not required for me. Okay, not required for me. Directly let me go to settings.py. Can you please guide in the settings.py two applications I require to add. What is the first one, sir? REST underscore framework, comma test app. Okay, like, sir, REST framework and then test app, like this side. So now what I want to take is, let me take, sir, the same employee, because our concentration is always do you know, only related to, our concentration is always related to concept. Okay, let me take a simple example, sir. I want to take model classes, right? So now have a look once. Same already employee class is there. Same, just observe, more concentration is on our approach, but not on the model class and so on. Sir, once you are getting the clarity on the concept, then we can go for different model classes. Don't worry about that. Okay, this is next, sir, admin.py. Okay, admin.py I'm taking, sir. Same, can you please display like here also, same admin.py, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, that's all. Sir, now can you please confirm any doubt about this one, friends? Any doubt about this one? Can you please confirm? Class employee, e number, e name, e sal, and e address. Only 4 fields are available, sir. Almost 5 to 6 times we use the same model. Admin.py also, just employee admin list display. All these things are required to display, sir. So now my job is, let me perform migrations. Migrations, and migrations, and add some test data. Okay, py manage.py. Next, here you know, make migrations like this. Next, yes, okay, py manage.py migrate. Migrate is done. Just I'm trying to migrate. The required table by default will be created, right? So next, let me create the super user. Let me create super user, sir. Create super user like this. I'm taking. Create super user like. Now username Durga. Next password Durga123. Next Durga123 like this. I'm taking, sir. Super user created successfully like. Sir, now it is a very clear for you people. Okay, it's a very clear. It's the same. Let me run the server and let me add some sample data. Run server. Any problem? Just until server starting properly, please wait. It's a very important, sir, because if any mistakes we are doing, then we can able to identify right. Okay, now here 127/admin like add some sample data. Okay, Durga 123 like. So our employee table is ready. Add some data. Employee number 100. Employee name, surname. Then the application will work very properly, sir. If you are going to take surname. Okay, sir. Now 200. Okay, like employee name Bunny, like 2000. Employee address Hyderabad, like I'm taking. Okay, just one more record I'm taking, sir. Sir, now 300. Sir, Chinni, something like. Next e-sal 3000. Okay, next e-address Delhi like this. Just last record 400. Okay, Winnie I'm taking 4000. Okay, like e-address is Chennai like this I'm taking. That's also. So now how many records are there, sir? 4 records are there. It's very easy. Don't worry much about that. It's a very easy thing, sir. Up to this, do you know, from our childhood onwards we are doing all these activities, right? Not required to give much explanation, not required to take much explanation about this terminology, right? So now the next thing what I have to discuss, the next one what I require to discuss is very important terminology, right? So now let me talk about our view kind of cinema, right? So now is this one is the model based or not? Yes, model based. It is model based. Next, if it is the model based, compulsory we require to have serializer concept. Have you remember, right? We should have serializer concept. So now let me go for serializers.py. Very important, sir. Next, do you know, even the next cinema after completing this one, I may start authentication and authorization security, sir. There I may require to use the same application. That's why take a bit very special care. New file I'm taking, sir. What is the file name? Usually what is the file name? Any name you can use, no problem, but most of the times serializers.py I'm taking, sir. Okay, the first activity. So import, sorry, employee model must be required, and then I want to use model serializer. Can you please tell what are various advantages of model serializer when compared with the normal serializer? Anyone, can you please tell what advantages are there? We are not required to specify fields manually. Second one, create and update such a type of methods. Default implementation is also there. That's why model serializer won't do any extra thing, but it acts as a typing shortcut. Remember that. Okay, now what I'm trying to take from test app. Okay, so test app dot from test app dot models import employee. First, can you please import employee model like this, right? Next, from REST framework dot serializers import model serializer, model serializer like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, well, sir, what my next activity? Okay, class I want to define employee serializer. Sir, I want to take employee serializer, class employee serializer of, sir, which is the child class of model serializer. So the power by default will come to employee serializer from this model serializer only. So now you have to take class meta Sir, which model, sir? Model is employee. Model itself is employee. Sir, which fields? Do you know which fields you want to take, sir? Okay, underscore all underscore. Any doubt? Are you feeling any difficulty to understand this one? We are not required to specify all the fields manually because we are using model serializer. The fields will be considered automatically based on the model because you specify fields all. Create and update for such type of things. The default implementation is already there. We are not required to do anything. Model serializer makes our life very simple. Okay, well, next let me go for views.py. Let me talk about views.py. Sir, here take a bit very special care. Class employee CRUD CBV I'm taking, sir. Compulsory here. Can you please tell it is the child class of? Why respond? It is the child class of. Now API views already completed. Django REST framework API views already completed. Now I'm talking about viewsets. Next, it is the model based viewset. Regarding this one is the model based viewset. Then directly, okay, we can go for model viewset. But first, we have to import model viewset. Okay, we have to import model viewset from REST framework dot viewsets import model viewset. Now let me take model viewset. Remember this one, sir. Okay, well. Next, which query set you want? Which serializer class you require? Again, which query set you want? You want which query set? Sir, very simple, sir. Query set. Okay, query set is employee dot. That's why first import employee from test.app dot models from test.app dot models import employee. Import from test.app dot models import employee. Okay, now sir, query set is equal to employee dot objects dot all. Employee dot objects dot all like this. Next, what is the serializer class? What is the serializer class? Serializer class is employee serializer. Already we implemented, sir. That's why from test.app dot serializers import employee serializer. Regarding just employee serializer, like I can take. Sir, up to this, how many lines of the code I took, sir? Query set and then serializer class. Here model view set. That's all, only 2 lines. Of course, sir, remaining 100 lines of the code is there. Almost several lines of the code we have to take. 100 lines of code is there, sir. Don't worry. At last we will take. First, let me go for urls.py also. Assume that, of course, I will write what the remaining code, which methods we have to override. All those things we will discuss in detail. Don't worry about that. Okay. So now here, what is the next thing? urls.py. Have you remembered, right? urls.py. If you want to take urls.py, if it is the viewset based, then you have to register with the rotors. Have you remembered, right? Anyone, can you please confirm? We require to add to the rotors, right? Okay. First step, from here, from REST framework. Okay, sir, from REST framework dot rotors. From REST framework import rotors. Observe very carefully, sir. From REST framework import rotors. Now rotor is equal to rotors dot what is the rotor? Have you remembered, right? Which rotor we are using? Default rotor. Regarding default rotor, like this activity, sir. Just I created a default rotor, default rotor, right? Now I have to register Okay, our view with this rotor, our view with this rotor, right? So now here I'm taking from test app import views, from test app import views. Now rotor dot, here just observe that rotor dot register. Have you remembered, right? Somewhere we covered, sir. At our childhood, somewhere we covered rotor dot register like this. Somewhere we discussed, sir. Rotor dot register like. Sir, what code I have to take? Have you remembered? This is API. This is API like comma views dot employee CRUD CBV. Views dot employee CRUD CBV comma. Anyone remember? There is one more name I provided. Have you remembered or not? I don't know. Somewhere viewsets already we covered, sir. Good, Prabhas. Any other? There is one more field. I didn't remember. There is one more field we have to use. In the last classes we used it already. There is one more field. What is that field? Is base name. Regarding not lookup field, Vaishnav. Lookup field where we have to use that in the view class. Lookup field we require to use in the view class in the API views. Base name is API. Like this I took, sir. Have you remembered, right? Somewhere we covered this one. Somewhere was it is also mandatory. I told in the viewsets it's also mandatory like. But here one small thing you people should be aware. One small thing. Yeah, it's a namespace, sir. Correct. It's just like a namespace for which can be used for reverse URL, something like that. Correct. So now here make a small thing. If it is the model based view, if it is the model based view set, yeah, I use which view set? Can you please confirm which view set? Model view set. If it is the model view set, then this base name will become optional. Remember this one, sir. This base name will become optional like. Now if you want you can take, otherwise you can remove this one also, no problem, sir. So this type of facility is available only for model view set if you are using. Clear, right? I register my view with this rotor, but one thing we have to take. How many people remember this rotor URL pattern compulsory we require to include? Rotor URL pattern compulsory we require to include. What is the way, sir? Just empty, and here something is there. What is that? Include, sir. Which one you require to include, sir? I hope you aware rotor dot URL, sir. Include rotor dot URLs. That's it. So with the URL pattern, you will come with just a empty. You will come to the rotor. From the rotor, if you can give API, then this sir CBV you can able to reach. Remember that. Then obviously our request is something like this: 127.0.0.1:8000. That's all. With this I can reach rotor. With this I can reach rotor. Rotor URL pattern empty. Now the next if I use API, now this you can reach this view. Now this view is the responsible to provide required functionality. Yes, friends, we are not required to define any URL mappings manually. Session, we are not required to do URL mappings manually. My rotor is going to take care. But here only one view. That's why we may not see. We may not see. Okay, internal benefit. But once we are using multiple view classes, multiple endpoints, then definitely rotor advantage you can able to see. Okay, maybe in the next session somewhere we may have. Up to this is the clear, right? Yes, here any name you can use, something like URL pattern. Priyank. Test of viewset is not required. Any name you can use. It is something like URL pattern. Priyank. In the last example, we used test of viewset, but here I'm using API. Next, Vinod. Why maybe base name? Why this one may be optional? Whenever we are using model viewset, maybe internally the Django having that confirmation, that information maybe. Next, regular URL patterns are not applicable, not allowed in the case of viewsets. It is applicable only for API views. Next, any doubt? Prabhas, what your doubt? Prabhas, what your doubt? Yes, here these two things compulsory we have to specify. This CRUD operations are related to which model? Next, in that if any conversions are required, which serializer is the responsible? You are doing that. Okay, next one small thing I did is small thing I did use here include a user, but compulsory include I have to import. Correct. Here this name can be any name. Prabhash, this name can be any name. Rotor's concept is not applicable in the API views. It is applicable only for the view sets. Okay. Next, in the URLs, line number 22, whatever we are using, it is something like URL pattern only. Vaishnav. It is something like URL pattern only. Okay, don't worry. If you want to send the request for this, compulsory we require to use this one only. Okay. Now, up to this, just the three extra things other than model and admin. Serializer class, I define. Next, views, I define. Next, URLs, by using rotor, I register, right? Next, in the views, still how many lines of the code I have to write? After defining these two things? After defining these two things, still how many lines of the code I require to write? Respond, man. How many lines of the code I require to write? Still almost around several methods I require to write. Okay? Don't feel. Just these two lines are enough. Okay, these two lines are enough. All operations we can able to implement. Yes, all the operations, all 4 or 5 CRUD operations happily we can able to do that. No problem at all. So now our application is ready. Our application got completed, sir. I told right. It's a very easy. It's a very easy if you want to use model. Just a simple CRUD interface if you want to develop for your model, then better to go for Viewset. Viewsets are very fastest way of developing APIs. Standard operations if you want to do, better to go for these things. If you want more customization kind of thing, better to go for API views. Everything my model Viewset is going to take care. We are not required to do anything, just to spell out only 2 fields. Query set, serializer class. That's all. All the remaining things are going to take care, sir. We are not required to do any extra code. Okay, now let me check my server if the server is in good condition or not. Yes, no problem at all, it's good. Now I want to test whether my API is working properly or not. Listen carefully, sir, whether my API is working properly or not. Okay, very simple, sir. Let me open, sir, just the browser. I want to use browsable API. 127/127/API. Okay, like have you observed? This is the for the view sets. This is the thing we use it, sir, or otherwise just 120 like this we are taking. Now observe, this is the default rotor. In this default router, API is available like this. Okay, you can send request directly also. No problem. This is the direct. Sir, can you please observe which operation we performed, sir? Up to this, which operation we performed? Yes, friends. Which operation we performed? We performed list operation. Are you getting list operation? List all the records, 4 records, right? Sir, not only list. At the bottom you can able to see. At the bottom you can able to see, sir, post also. Okay, even create operation also, right? Sir, now 500 employee name Mallika, like this I'm taking. Employee salary 5,000. Next, employee address maybe Chennai I'm taking, like this, right? Now have a look once, sir. Post. Observe, sir, what is the status code we are getting? 201 created. Now this new record automatically created in my database also. So where how you can get confirmation? Sir, simple. Just let me refresh. Earlier only 4 records, but now 5th record is ready. Are you seeing right? Yes, friends. Are you able to see this 5th record? Okay. Now list operation completed. Create operation also completed. Next, if you want to do, okay, like something like I want detail operation, I want update operation, I want, sir, my router by default is going to take care. Just you require to provide. Shashank, observe the advantage. In the case of API Viewset, we have to define question mark pk lookup field dot that nonsense. Here we are not required to do anything. My router is going to take care. Are you able to understand? Yes, friends, just my router is going to take care about 1, 2, 3 and so on. Router by default is going to take care. Observe that, sir. Now detail operation, record number 1, happily only first record by default you are getting. For this first record, okay, detail retrieve operation completed. For this you have, can you please observe the options? Put option is available, patch option is available. Next, delete option is also available. Happily you can able to perform all these operations, no problem at all. Are you getting right? Yeah, Shashank, if you want to implement single endpoint without router, these kind of things, then obviously we have to go for API views, a bit complex logic we have to write. Okay, now this time I want to check, I want to check, sir, 5th record, just now I added Mallika, 5th record, right? Okay, Mallika I added. So now I got 5th record. I want to perform some updation. Sir, instead of 5,000, now I'm taking 50,000 or 5 lakh, something like I'm taking. Now, can I require to click put or patch? Anyone can you please guide? Put or patch? Put, because you are providing all the fields. That's why put like. Now 200 okay. 200 okay means updated, sir. Where is the proof for that? Let me refresh. In earlier it is the 5,000 only, but now it is some 5 lakhs or 50 lakhs, something like a big number is coming. Okay, well, now what I want to take is, I don't want to put operation, I want to perform patch operation. Okay, sir, I don't want this much salary. Just I'm trying to change 7777 like this, right? So now can you please tell which one I have to, which one I require to use patch, because only one field you are specifying that compulsory we should go for patch. Okay, again 200 status code. Now ESAL will become 7777 something like. Now observe, instead of some 50 lakhs, now it will become, do you know, 7777 something like. What? Any doubt? We can able to perform patch operation, put operation, retrieve operation, right? Now, sir, can you please delete can you please delete like let me click this one. Let me click. Automatically delete also by default happened. Now if you can consider that fifth record by default will be gone. Wow. Now developing API for your CRUD, for the CRUD operations for our model object model. How much time it is required, sir? Matter of 5 minutes more enough. You can consider any model, 5 minutes is more enough to implement CRUD by using what? Viewsets. That's why some people, even they never going to talk about API views. They're always talking about viewsets. Clear, right? But the only problem is customization won't be there. Standard operations if you want to do that. Vaishnav, standard operations if you want to do viewset. So some customization. I want to do that. Override get method, override put method, override delete method, like in the case of API views. API view customization possible, but in the case of viewset, we are not having any such type of terminology. Okay, that's all. I like viewsets. Shashank likes viewsets. Yeah, most of the times we require out of 199% of the times standard CRUD operations only. Okay, either get, retrieve, like partner applications, we are not going to provide big customization kind of thing. Generally, that's why most of the times the people are going to use viewsets only. Clear, right? Okay. If you feel comfortable up to this, sir, nothing there to discuss much. Okay, nothing there to discuss much. I hope definitely you should feel comfortable. What there, a small kid also can able to understand this one. Model from our childhood onwards, we learned this one, how to write the model. Next, how to register model in the admin interface. Admin, it is a very simple. Serializer, how you can write what there to import statements into. One is model serializer, another is model class, and then write model serializer, right? That's all. Next, views too much, only 2 lines. Too much is only 2 lines. URL pattern, these things are already fixed. Okay, import rotors and the default rotor, create default rotor object, and then sir URL pattern include. So for standard operations, better to go for API, better to go for viewset. Customized operations, big code, better to go for okay API views. That's all. I hope everyone in the position to understand clearly up to this, right? Now, if you feel comfortable, I want to introduce one third-party application to test whether our API is working properly or not. Can I go for that? Yes, friends. One third-party application I want to use to test the API functionality. Yes, what that is? Postman. Okay, Postman. Remember that API functionality testing. API functionality testing by using Postman. So now up to this we performed. Do you know up to this we performed? How we tested API functionality by using browsable API. Browsable API is a part of DRF regarding Django REST framework, but this Postman is not part of DRF. It is completely third-party tool which can be used to test our APIs, right? Okay, sir, it's the biggest specialty. Postman. Other language people also are going to use very commonly. Java web services, Java based web services, .NET based web services, to test those things also. This Postman is. Don't feel Postman is applicable only for Django applications. Postman is applicable to test any web service. Getting right? Some people may use, sir, in Java use this one. Yeah, why not? So to test the functionality, API is working properly or not, we require what? Can you please tell? We require what? We require only endpoint. That's all. Regarding whether that endpoint is implemented either in Java or in Django or some XYZ, we are not required to worry. That's fine. So Postman endpoint, Postman required only endpoint. Postman never going to check whether that endpoint is implemented in which language like that. So happily you can use Postman to test any type of web service. Clear, right? Yeah, HTTP py is a command line tool to test. Correct. Okay, but usually, so it's not that much easy. Of course, we can do that from the command prompt. CURL is applicable. HTTP py is applicable from command based. But the people never going to use command based. CURL can be used most of the times only for get, not for the remaining. Shashank, only for the get, hit URL. Okay, it's going to work. But the problem here is if you want to perform some updation, put method, post method, you require to send some data. Then more easy, either browsable API or Postman. Any doubt up to this? Can I start the cinema? Yes, friends. Okay. Now observe. Up to this, just we tested functionality. Just now I told. Assume that this is the API you developed, sir. This is the API you developed. So now we have to test this functionality. What are various options we have? Sir, first option I developed. First option I developed Python script to test API is working properly or not. I used this word. It is a partner application also, like that, right? Have you remembered, right? It's the partner application like this. I used this one, sir, first level. Next one, sometimes I may send the request by using HTTP or otherwise CURL. From the command prompt also we tested whether this API is working properly or not. Okay, like so now the next one, we tested whether this API is working or not by using which concept, sir? Browsable API. Are you getting browsable API? By using that, we tested whether it's working properly or not. Okay, like sir. Now the next one. Now the next terminology, sir. After browsable API, now we are ready to go for Postman. Now we are ready to go for Postman to test whether our API is working properly or not. Any doubt about this one, sir? Sir, to test the API, sir, these are various possibilities. We use this one. Now this Postman we are going to use. Don't feel that, sir, only these are the possibilities. Tomorrow Swagger is there. Maybe some other tool. There are n number of tools are available in the market to test whether API is working properly or not, or to test the API functionality. Okay, these are some ways we are testing whether our API is working properly or not. Okay, well, so now my requirement is take very special care about this one, sir. Sir, Postman, it's a very easy, sir. Nothing will be there. So first, you have to download and you have to install in your system. Okay. Have you remembered at our childhood somewhere Bootstrap we covered? I hope you people may aware Bootstrap. We covered at our childhood Bootstrap, sir. What is the URL for the Bootstrap? Every time we contacted that website to get CDN, what is the URL for the Bootstrap? Get bootstrap.com. Have you remembered, right? Get bootstrap.com. Good. Sir, what is the URL for the Postman? What is the URL for the Postman? Get postman.com. Are you getting that? What is the URL for the Postman is get postman.com, like this, right? Now let me open get postman.com. Get Postman. Sir, have you observed in my browser get Bootstrap is coming because it's already I used it multiple times, sir. Get Postman. Yeah. getPostman.com. Observe that. Get a postman.com, sir. Okay. Now, do you know this is the getPostman.com. Now, just take a bit very special care, sir. Can you please observe life cycle of an API? Just have a look once, sir. Day in the life cycle of an API means what their intention is. Do you know? Have you observed somewhere the special symbols you are seeing, sir? Complete black background. Next and after that here, what these things are? Stars. Oh, what these things are stars? Do you know what is this one? So it is rounding something like universe. Okay, universe something like. Do you know like why they are always keeping this type of terminology? Because the reason is just observe this one, sir. A bit very important terminology, sir. So now there is one satellite. Satellite is sir working in the sky. Okay, satellite is working in the sky. Now, which is the responsible to send the weather information? Regarding which is the responsible to send the weather information, climate, how the climate will be there next 24 hours and so on. I write a Python application, a Python Django application. Okay, now I want to get the information from the satellite. Just so this satellite software, it is provided some API. Regarding it provided some API. By using that API, you can communicate with the satellite application. Satellite application is going to provide the required information for our Python Django. Are you getting right? Satellite is running somewhere in the universe, somewhere in the sky, but Python Django application is running on the earth. Are you getting right? Okay, like sir, now I have on my mobile is there. Today in Hyderabad, Amirpet, sir, what is the minimum temperature, max temperature? Now I'm in a position to calculate because it is communicating with some API, which is sir, where every temperature information minute to minute it is going to get from this API somewhere. Are you getting their intention? What they are telling here, if you have API, so any person, any software application in the world, in the universe can communicate with any other software application. Are you getting right? So that is the power of API, right? Sir, now can you please tell mobile application, mobile client can communicate with the Django application or not? Mobile application can communicate with the Django application or not? Yes, why not? Satellite application can communicate with my mobile application, or mobile application can communicate with the satellite to get updated temperature. Getting any application can communicate with any application in the world. No, not in the world, in the universe. Are you getting that? Because some applications are not running on the earth. Some applications are running somewhere in the sky. Are you getting satellite applications? Somewhere running. That's about the power of API. That's why just have a look once what these people are telling. The voice is audible. No, no.
IoT and beyond. Every day, thousands of APIs are created, making millions of connections. And for every API, and for every stage of the API lifecycle, Postman is there to bring order to the chaos. When an API is first created with a specification, its design elements can be built directly within Postman, or imported from a common format. When its description is ready, it's time to build the API. Even before the API is finished, Postman can help applications waiting to use it, thanks to Postman's mock service, which mimics the API to show how it will run when it's complete. Meanwhile, Postman can be used to debug the API, writing tests to ensure the API works exactly to spec. Postman testing is comprehensive, flexible, and can even be automated. An exceptional API also needs exceptional documentation. All about it. This looks like a job for Postman documentation. It's detailed, customizable, and machine readable. Now the API is hard at work, providing data and services to a galaxy of applications. Over time, these apps need to trust that the API returns exactly what they asked for. This is easy with Postman monitoring, which allows regular check-ins to ensure the API is behaving to spec. If anything changes, Postman monitoring will know right away. A good API deserves to be well known, and it's easy to spread the word with Postman's publishing tools. Apps can get everything they need to know with just one click in Postman. From design to publication, to testing and beyond, Postman is there for every stage of the life of the API, bringing order to API chaos.
That's all. Are you able to understand, right? So means that you people should be aware. Of course, Postman is doing not only for functionality testing, not only for API functionality testing, it can be used for debugging, it can be used for something like a documentation, API documentation. There are multiple tools are there. Next, even so it can able to create mocks kind of thing for your required API. All those, of course, it's not just to test the API functionality, right? Just aware. But as of now, we are just concentrating on how we can use this one for our API testing purpose. Clear, right? Any doubt? Okay, can you please observe that? Yeah. Now, can you please observe Postman is used by 5 million developers and more than 1 lakh companies to access 130 million APIs every month. Oh, these numbers are very huge numbers. Okay, just anyway, so just what you have to be aware was it is a more popular tool for API testing. That's what you should aware, sir. Beyond that, nothing. Okay, now the next thing what I want to take, download this app. Regarding the download this app. If I download this one, then automatically you are going to get exe file. Regarding you are going to get exe file. Just you are not required to do any activities. Just I'm trying to download. Okay. Yeah. Already we had it's a trying to download. Then it will be downloaded, sir. Just observe that. Here, just have a look once in my system, maybe available or not. I'm not sure. Postman, somewhere it is there. It is there. Exe file, sir. Don't worry. Okay, now once it is there, just what you require to do is already I downloaded. What you require to do is just you have to click next like that. That's all. We are not required to do anything. Just even customization also not there. Next. Automatically it will be available. Have you observed? Once we install, then automatically you can able to see this type of icon. Even on the desktop also. Even on the desktop also you can able to see, sir. Okay, remember this one. Yes, it asks to sign up, maybe to get updations or something like or for your code to make in live, something like it may ask for sign up. Don't worry, you can trust. Okay, now I'm trying to click this one. So I hope everyone can able to do installation of Postman, right? Yes, so you can do. It's a very simple thing, sir. If you are facing any problem, then I will explain. Nothing. I don't think you are going to get some difficulty to understand this one. Okay, just download that exe file. Just install. Okay. Well, don't worry about these things. At the beginning you will get like sir, if you are not seeing this type of window also, don't worry. File just here you required to click next. That's it. Here, that's all. Just you are going to get this type of window, sir. Nothing will be there. You will get this type of window. Now the point is, observe carefully, sir. Just only 3 or 4 fields are very important. If you want to send the request, it is something like a browser only. Don't worry. Here you require to type. Here you require to type your URL endpoint, and then here you have to specify. Do you know all these are various HTTP methods, right? Do you want to send GET request? Do you want to send POST request, PUT request, patch, delete, copy, head, options, link, unlink, purge, next lock, unlock, profile, view? Do you know all these things are various HTTP methods? So don't feel that only GET and POST. All these are various HTTP methods, right? Okay. Well, now my target is here. Just let me click. Let me. Sir, what I want to take is let me click. Are you sure you want to delete? Yeah. Sir, here just let me click this one. What my endpoint? Sir, here let me check HTTP 127.0.0.1:8000/API. That's all. This is my endpoint, sir. Now, which request you want to send? Can you please tell which request you want to send? GET request. GET request to get all to list operation like send. Can you please send? Now all the 4 records whatever there, now you people are going to get. Are you seeing right? Yes, friends. Are you in the position to understand all the 4 records we are getting or not? Oh, now GET request is working properly. No problem at all. Now if you want you can download this data. You can download this data. Status code 200. Next one, after the 200 status code, 345 milliseconds time, size of 500 bytes of data. Like if you want, you can save this data also. That option is also there, sir. Yeah. Like next, after GET, I want to perform after listing. I want to perform which operation, sir? I want to perform. What the next operation I want to do? That is create operation. Sir, observe very carefully. Create operation, right? Sir, if you want to send any data, yeah, the part of request. If you want to send any data, yeah, the part of request, you should aware request body. Regarding you should aware request body like this, right? There is one place is there. Are you seeing anywhere body? Yes, friends. Yes, because if you want to post, if you want to create, you require to send employee number, employee name, like where you have to specify that inside this body field. Remember that. Now let me go for here. I want to send a post request. Next, the body must be required. Okay. Now let me sir clear all these fields. Maybe I may use it for the previous request purpose. Now here in the body, key value, regarding that key value, just like a form, it is there. Shashank, just wait. Just like a form, it is there, sir. For our employee, if you want to create, how many fields you have to specify? Please confirm. We respond. How many fields you have to specify? 4 fields. Employee number, employee name, ID will be generated automatically. It is going to take care by my database. 4 fields we require to specify. What is the first field? Enum. What is the second field? Ename. What is the third field? Esal. What is the fourth one? E-address. Like this, right? Currently, do you know 4 employees are there? Now I'm taking employee number 500. Key value. Are you seeing right? Key value. Employee number 500. Employee name. Okay, assume that some Katirna, like I'm taking, sir. Employee salary, some 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Employee address, okay, Nepal, something like a different name I'm taking. Okay, assume that, okay, Nepal instead of Nepal, London is the more meaningful. London, I'm taking, sir. Okay, now take a bit very special care. Can I send a post request? Can you please confirm? Can I send a post request? Now to send post request, my endpoint, observe that endpoint is the same. Next, which request I'm sending post request. Now my required data to post already I'm keeping inside the body. Observe carefully, sir. Inside the body, like this I'm taking. Now, can you please send the request? Sending. Yes, here it's going to tell. Yes, sir, this is the, what is the response? 201 created. 201 created. 302 milliseconds time it's taking. 302 bytes, the response I'm getting, sir. Okay, really, is this one created in our database or not? Let me cross check. Already we have admin browser. Let me search, just refresh. Automatically Katina London came in the picture. So now it is very clear, you can perform post operation, you can perform list operation. Any explanation is required? Up to this, any explanation is required? Next one, I want to perform retrieve operations. Sir, I want the only fifth record information. 5, sorry, here ID 6, ID 6 is primary key is the 6. Have you observed? 6th ID is the Katerna. That's why ID 6. Which operation? Get operation. Get operation I'm taking, sir. Get, that's all. Get and this is the endpoint I'm sending. Of course, these things are not required. Even it is there, it won't send in the get request. Don't worry. In the get request body will be empty. It is not going to send. Sir, now 6. Here, employee ID 6, sir. Because earlier we deleted one record, right? That's why. So 5 is not generating 6. Can I send the request? If I send the request, only 6th employee data we are going to get. Or let me send a 4, because already on the screen 6 is there. Let me send. Now observe that 4th employee record we are getting. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? So either get operation is also, detail operation, detail retrieve operation, is it working properly or not? Yes. Or they just, I want only 4th primary key record. Yes, this is the base. Okay. Now I want to perform, instead of just retrieve, I want to perform updation. Okay, Winnie is there, 4,000 is the salary, sir, city is the Hyderabad, Chennai. I want to change this information, right? What I want to take is, instead of get, let me take put, sir. Let me take put 400, put 400. Next time after that, name. Okay, Winnie only. Winnie, name. Winnie I'm taking. Next, here sal. Okay, now I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next, address I'm taking. Address I'm taking Hyderabad, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, that's all. Now just can I in the position to send the put request or not? Available ones? Have you observed? Now is it the put request or not? Yes, we have to specify all the fields. In the case of put request, send perfectly. So it should be updated. So 4th record data will be updated with the salary and Hyderabad. Assume that, sir. Assume my intention is whether all the requests are working properly or not. 4th request, salary updated, instead of Chennai, Hyderabad, it's also updated. Very clear. Now I don't want what we call put operation. I want to perform patch operation, patch operation by using Postman. Is it possible or not? Very simple, sir. Let me remove. Sir, these fields I don't want to, Winnie I don't want to send. Sir, just salary, only salary and Hyderabad I want to change. Now salary I'm taking 786. Next, instead of Hyderabad, just I'm taking Mongolia. Mongolia, like I'm taking, sir. Okay. Now here, see this one. Here just I'm taking this. How many fields I'm taking? Can you please tell how many fields? Only two. Now can I send put request? Can I send put request only with the two fields? No, no way. Compulsory we have to send which requests are patch request. Patch request with this. But where you are providing the data inside the body. Are you getting right? Inside the body. This one is the very important part. Body is must be required. Send. Yes. What is the status code? 200 status code. 303, 200 status code. Now, can you please let me check? Yes, 786, 786. And then Mongolia is the place address like. Clear, right? Okay. Now, only last operation I want to do that. What is the last operation we require to do? Please confirm. What is the last one? Delete. For the delete, I want to delete sixth record. Okay, body, all these nonsense is not there. Okay, in the sixth record, if you observe, Katirna record is the sixth record. Sir, this record I want to delete. Just observe, send a delete request. Deleted, no data is displaying. 204, not content. Deleted, sir. Let me cross check. Is it really deleted or not? Yes, fifth record, Katina, no more. Only these are the 4 records we have. Now, this type of tool which can be used to test whether our API is working properly or not, which is nothing but what? Postman tool. All the people are in a position to understand clearly, right? Okay. Now, better to install this tool and better to develop that Viewset application, and even can you please test this one? If you feel comfortable up to this, then happily we can go for authentication and authorization security. Headers in the Postman especially is helpful in what we call authentication security place. Yeah, Priyanka, we can perform validations in the model view sets, no problem at all. In the model serializers, how you performed validation, same thing you can able to take even in the model what we call model view sets also. The where you have to do all validations is the responsibility of serializer, right? Here for which field you want to do validation, you have to write the logic. Have you remembered, right? Suppose ESL, sir, I want. Okay, ESL. Then we have to go for serializers dot, like somewhere we covered, right? Yeah. Have you remembered, right? Same. Chandan, it will come. Don't worry. Okay, just get the terminology first. We will discuss all those things. Multiple mappings, how you can able to do that. All those I will explain. Okay, Shashank. Next, how you can pass a token. If it is the token based authentication, how you can pass a token? For that, we require to use. Okay, for that we require to use this concept, means headers concept. Best example, token must be required. Then only you can send the request. Okay, here authentication, authorization. Next, token. Token is whatever token number we have, we require to pass. Priyank, we will discuss. Clear, right? Like a key and value. It is something like authorization. Next, may come, Priyank. Don't worry. Correct. 127, like this is the same for all. Same because the reason is, so on which port my server is running, to that server only I am sending the request, right? Getting? So that's why our endpoint is always the same here. Okay, like just instead of typing in the browser, now URL I'm typing here. Don't think too much. It is the local server. If it is some other third party, then they will provide their endpoint. I have to access that. Getting right? That's also. So this is just better to practice. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Next.